Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the Steve and Andy Show with your hosts, Steve Leibel and Andrea Lutz.
Hi.
We're back, baby.
Oh, jeez. I've just been jamming these earphones in my ears to get it just the right so I can hear properly. So I can hear it. It's loud. It's good when we're talking normally. And then you just blast
Sorry.
my...
Is that better?
It's better.
Okay.
It's better now. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Good to see you again, Andrea.
Yeah. Andrea.
Andrea.
It's been a long time since we've done this. We tried to do it last night.
Yeah. Because it was a special occasion last night.
It was,
but
1 year anniversary of the first day we went for coffee and talked about the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going to do a live and celebrate last night. And then I kind of wasn't in a good mood.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't remember my Facebook password to log in to go live. And then we tried to go live or to do a video, just not be live, just shoot the video. And I
Unsuccessful.
sort of
but we're here tonight.
panicked.
And we're back. We're doing what we do. We're having fun.
Yeah.
It's so it's February. Do you got the February blues right now?
Yeah, I do.
Do you? Is that a thing?
I have, my heart has it. My skin has it. My nails have it. My hair has it. Everything's got the February blues.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been a long old winter. I need some sunshine. I was FaceTiming with Mom today. And she's in Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Is she having fun down there?
Yeah. They've been there since the beginning of January. So they're just about halfway through their trip. So they're gone for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And she's so brown. And her hair is just bleached blonde. And she's showing me all like the tour of where they're living and the view and everything. And
Yeah.
yeah.
They're in PV, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, near there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So then I gave her the view of my backyard.
Just a desert wasteland of snow, wind, and misery.
Misery. That is the vibe that everybody seems to be walking around with.
Well, today didn't help. It was so nice this morning.
Oh.
It was like summertime out there, t-shirt weather, and then old Mother Nature and her
Then started
fickle
raining.
ways.
Yeah.
And then it started snowing, and then it was blizzard century.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
that wasn't
didn't
good.
last long.
No, but it's still windy. It's blowing in a... Anyways, we're talking about the weather again.
It's hard not to.
I know, especially when you live in this goddamn province.
Like that's literally all
love
there
this.
is to talk about. That's the news is like when a blizzard rolls in.
Yeah.
It's like
Who hit the ditch today?
watching Facebook for all the updates on the roads and whose kids hit the ditch. Blair said he saw 3 seasons today at the bush. Yeah, I bet.
No kidding. Yeah.
That's typical. So have you ever heard of this pig spleen thing?
No.
Okay.
You tell.
Well, like, I was asking one day if anyone had read the Farmer's Almanac to get like the weather forecast or whatever. Isn't that always in the Farmer's Almanac?
Yeah.
And they were all laughing at me and they said, no, you got to, have you read the pig spleen update? Apparently there's this guy in Saskatchewan, so I think, or maybe not Saskatchewan. I don't know where, somewhere in Canada. Every year he like dissects this pig spleen and you can tell by the amount of fat and all these different things in the pig spleen, he can predict the weather for the year. And it's been so accurate. Yeah. I wish I could Google it
So
right now.
what was his prediction? Do you know?
Oh yeah, we read it and it was depressing. Yeah.
So it's coming to fruition.
Yeah, well, yeah, it talked about rain and then snow and like non-seasonal like ups and downs and more a big snow event in March and then another snow event in April and
Oh wow.
but that's pretty typical of every Saskatchewan springtime.
Yeah, usually most of our snow comes in March.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
there's been times like May long weekend there's snowstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was golfing on April 17th last year.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Melfort and it was open.
Last year's spring was...
Last year, if you weren't
early.
a farmer last year, shout out to the farmers. They had a tough one. But if you weren't a farmer, it was probably one of the best summers.
I thought it was.
Weather-wise.
It was hot and sunny all the time. It was so beautiful. The only thing I missed was like a few thunderstorms. I could have done with a couple more of those, but like weather-wise, and I had the summer off pretty much. Like,
right.
I was doing whatever I wanted. I was living the dream this summer. Like that was the best summer of my life, for real.
Suntan and
yeah, I was so brown. I was the brownest I've ever been. It was a good summer. I'm dreaming of summer to come.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It always does.
Yeah, it always does.
Eventually.
Comes around.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you got to do to get through the January, February blues is like dream of better things.
Right.
Set your sights on, start thinking about Shazam and start thinking about springtime and planting flowers and stuff. Like you can't.
But before we get to summer, we got a big February ahead of us.
Yeah, February is actually going to be fun. That's another thing that's been getting me through, like the blahs, because we have some fun stuff coming up. And soon now, I can't believe it's almost middle of February already.
Should we tell everybody what's going on?
Well, the next thing that we have going on is on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a hot date with Quick Dick McDick. So he's doing that show in Nipawin at the Dam Smokehouse.
Right, two shows.
Two night shows, but he's going to be there Sunday night and then has nothing to do Monday before his show. So we're going to go down and
we'll drink some good old Saskatchewan craft beers.
Interview him, yeah.
And talk to Quick Dick McDick and get to know him a little better. I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be fun. But we're not going to be going live for that one, right?
No, we're going to do a podcast, but it just won't be a live podcast. It'll get recorded and then we'll post it either later that day or the next day.
To the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll let everybody know on Facebook and Instagram when we do that. But yeah, it'll be on YouTube for sure on the 15th.
I think we should do it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that wouldn't work.
But yeah, we're going to be at the Dam Smokehouse doing it. So Farron's basically shut the place down for the day because he's got to prepare for that night show again. And I think it's sold out. He sold out both nights, so he's got a lot of food to prepare. So he said he's not opening up for lunch. So we're going to get in there early and set up and make sure everything's good to go and looking good. And then we'll have him in there.
Yeah.
And Farron's got a bunch of... Have you been? Yeah, you've been there a few times. The only thing he serves there for beers is Saskatchewan craft beers.
Yeah.
You can't get a Coors Light or a Bud Light or a Pilsner.
Yeah.
He refuses to serve those beers. And he's got some good ones. And shout out to Farron. He's a very principled man.
Yeah.
And he likes to support Saskatchewan and Saskatchewan companies. And he's... I've had some good beers there. I've had some not so good beers as well. But he's got those flights. We'll have to have those flights.
We should do that when we're there.
And we'll talk about what we like and don't like about them and what we'll ask Quick Dick his...
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I think he likes crushing beers, so it'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited to meet him because I've got a lot of questions for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he is such a character. Like, I want to know if he's actually... Like, you got to be somewhat like that.
Oh, yeah.
Normal day-to-day life.
I would think that's his personality.
Yeah.
Just heightened a little bit and refined, because he's...
Like, it's not just like a mask persona. Like, he's got to be somewhat that way.
Yeah. I've heard him on some other podcasts and seen some, he's always on John Gormley and stuff. And that's his personality.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny and witty and always has a take on things. So it'll be interesting to talk to him for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm. So we have that. And then we have our big comedy debut.
The one night stand. Yes.
So everybody keeps asking me, Mom and Rod were asking tonight too, have I figured out my routine yet?
Yeah.
Have I been working on my material? Dad was asking me the other day. Yeah, he's curious.
And what are you telling them?
I just said, yeah, I've been kind of got some ideas.
Yeah.
I got them written down, but I still gotta
So we're gonna
iron it out.
So me and Andrew are gonna be emceeing the night. We're gonna do a little 5-minute stand-up routine each, and then we're gonna get our headliner Kelly Taylor on stage and try to get him to do about an hour worth of comedy. And we sold the thing out. There's 100 tickets sold, packed house. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be so much fun. Everybody I've been talking to is just so excited to go out and do something again.
Yeah.
And that's our jam. That's what we both love. I've noticed is getting people together and just doing something fun.
Laughing and telling jokes.
Having a good time.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
It'll be so much fun. And then you're going to DJ after.
Yeah. I'll play some music.
Yeah. Oh, but you don't want to be married to the sound booth. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, we'll see. I don't know how much dancing there's going to be.
Oh, there'll be dancing.
If there's dancing, then we'll do it. But yeah, no, I think everybody's going to want to stay and party into the wee hours of the night.
I'm going to want to stay and party. It's going to be a fun time. Because we talked about actually the next day, Brandon Krawitz at Northern Strength Fitness is doing like a ski trip to Wapiti.
Yeah.
And we thought about joining that, doing that. Because I think it's cool that he is trying to promote like a gym community type atmosphere there.
Yeah, he's trying to do a few more social events, which is nice.
We have a problem there.
Kinda. You want the honors? It's kind of fun to do that.
Actually, you know what this is from? Is from when Amanda Parrott came.
Oh, yes.
Didn't she bring this?
I think so.
And we didn't drink it because I think we were drinking gin all night.
Yeah. So, well, it's a special occasion, so we thought we'd pop out the bubbly.
Special.
What's the occasion?
Well, we've been doing this for a year.
Oh, I think my tennis elbow is not going to allow this. Pointing it right at your eyeball.
Yeah. You can just rip it off, like pull it off, yeah.
You pull it off. No, you don't want to pull it off.
You just...
See, that's in there tight. Oh!
Pop.
Actually, I was thinking about Amanda the other day.
Yeah.
Amanda Parrott. She said she was going to Maui or something in January.
Maui. There's been a lot of people going to Hawaii this year.
I've noticed that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I poured it just like you're supposed to pour a...
I don't think I have much in here. It's all foam.
Yeah. Well, you didn't put it on a tilt for me. Amanda, do you want some of that? We got Amanda here tonight.
Yeah, Amanda's on the keys, on the ones and twos.
Came out of retirement.
Yeah.
Haven't been doing it for a while. But we're always complaining there's nothing fun to do, but we're always too busy to do anything fun. Isn't that how it goes?
That's how it goes, but I find that's how it really goes in winter, you know?
Yeah.
So we are really social in the summer. We get together a lot in the summertime, and that's kind of...
It's fun things to do in the summer, but in the winter, it's the rink or the couch.
Yeah. You just feel like going out and being social. It's hard getting off the couch, and it's miserable outside.
I know. And you always come, and you always, when you say you're going to come, you make it.
It's a lot more work to make your own fun in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Like it's a chore. You gotta do it. Or you get miserable.
Totally. It's a chore.
It is.
Well, even so we went skiing the other day.
Yeah, on Saturday.
And it was supposed to be warm. I thought it was supposed to be warm. Mm-hmm. It said high of -8. So I thought, okay, that sounds good. So we go and it was cold. It was like -28 when we got there.
It was freezing. We're on the chairlift and we're like, oh.
Yeah, it was like unenjoyable a little bit, you know, when your fingers are frozen. And then we did go in quite a bit and warm up.
I think we did like 4 or 5 runs and then went in. Yeah.
But then in the afternoon it started snowing and I didn't have goggles and I didn't have sunglasses or anything. So I'm going down the hill and it's cold and these ice pellets are hitting me in the eyeballs. It felt like razors in my eyeballs, and I could barely make it on the hill because I had to close my eyes like this. I wasn't going again. That was it. I didn't do another run after that. Let's go.
Well, then I was skiing you were complaining about razors in your eyeballs, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And I forgot I wear glasses.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we couldn't. I had goggles, but of course they don't fit over your glasses, and I forgot to bring them that day for you. So yeah,
I wouldn't have worn them anyways, probably. Oh yeah, but we had fun.
Yeah, skiing's fun. We take it for granted how close we are to a ski hill, and it's right there. It's 45 minutes away.
So that started a lot of buzz. Did you know that?
No.
People seeing us together at the ski hill.
Oh, really? The rumor mill's chugging.
Or because a few weeks ago, you and me and Janelle and my boys went.
Oh, okay.
So everybody's like, he's going skiing with her family.
Yeah.
Like they also bake together in her kitchen.
It's serious.
Yeah. Obviously, they don't watch the show.
Right? Well, yeah. So
You
anyways.
guys are together most days.
Yeah. I got a little kick out of that.
That's funny.
I had a giggle about that.
Well,
I don't know. It's
we're
like
buds.
It's like that video that I made and then panicked and took down. But, but in that video, you said people are going to talk, and I said, well, let them talk. Any publicity is good publicity.
There you go. Yeah.
People are talking about Steve and Andy.
Yeah.
Tune in. You never know.
That's funny.
Angela says you wear sunglasses inside and don't wear goggles and ice pellets on a ski hill. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
That's totally true. Nailed it there. Yeah, that's my brain. Smart.
SMRT.
So are you excited about your comedy debut? Like, how do you feel about it?
I'm starting to think about it more.
Yeah.
As it gets closer.
The deadline is looming.
Yeah.
I think in my head, because we've said 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is like not that much time to fill.
Basically.
It's longer than you think, but it's not that long.
Right.
But in my head, it's turning into like a whole like Netflix comedy special.
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I think 5 minutes is enough time to kind of come up and set up 3 or 4 jokes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Do you think I have this feeling I'm going to choke hard? Like, so part of me has this idea in my head that I'm just going to go out there and kill it, just be hilarious. And then the other part of me is just like, oh no, you always overestimate yourself.
Right. I think the biggest mistake we both can have, because we've never done it before, is get too long in the setup. Like if we're telling a story or something, I think we got to use economy of words, and we have to get to the punchline quick.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. You've been doing research?
A little bit. Because that'll be the...
What have you been doing to research? What have you been watching?
Some specials and podcasts.
But have you been
comedians
making
in 'em.
notes, or you just mental notes? Like you just notice
mental notes.
things?
Yeah.
Do you notice the ways that you want to be or the ways that you don't want to be?
I notice the ways that I don't want to be. Yeah.
So how don't you want to be?
Well, I just avoiding...
Give me an example.
Just avoiding talking too long and not like that setup, right? Like be quick with the setup, get to the punchline, move on.
Get to the point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
How else?
I don't know. I think talking about things that I know about and I experience every day is
What kind of things you think are funny?
Not that I think it's funny, but we're going to know everybody there, right?
Yeah.
So if we're talking about ourselves and maybe some self-deprecating humor, I think that's going to resonate with them as opposed to talking about some current event that isn't funny, but
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to make fun of ourselves and hope people think it's funny.
I think that's...
Is that our strategy?
Yeah. Because in the end, if we bomb, we can say, well, we were, we could making fun of ourselves.
We could, yeah. Just don't start making fun of each other.
Right.
Aye.
I can't keep these in. They sound weird. Anyway, they look better. I like them.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, so mandates are going to be gone. There's going to be rodeo dance this year.
Yes.
Which normally I'm not excited about. I normally don't give a shit about the rodeo dance the last few years. But I'm just looking forward to having something to do.
Yeah, that's the next big thing.
Yeah, I think so.
It'll be the first big thing after. Yeah, because they're done February 28th, right? No masks. Vaccine passports are gone Monday. Yeah. I seen a
glorious time to be alive.
I seen a funny tweet, and it was this guy. He's like, "Thanks, Mo. You couldn't wait till the 15th to lift the mandates. Now I'm gonna have to take my wife out and spend $200 on Valentine's Day."
Boo hoo!
Right. I just thought that was funny.
So funny. Well, we were talking about this last night a little bit, and you were talking about that you thought that was bullshit, that guys shouldn't be like that.
Shouldn't be like what?
Complain about taking their wives out for good supper.
Did I?
Yeah.
I think it's...
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about date nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
think...
Well,
because you were talking... It was a joke about the guy not wanting to take his wife out for supper.
Right.
That's what the joke was.
Yeah, and then I said if I had a girlfriend or a wife, I'd... I think people that do that have a lot of fun doing it. You have like certain nights of the week or of the month that are date nights. You just say, that's what we're doing tonight. We're going on a date and we're going to do something. Either go to a restaurant or go to a movie or go skating on the river.
How many couples do you think actually do that?
I hardly any.
Percentage-wise. Amanda, have you ever been with anybody that's been like that?
Date night?
Like regular date nights?
No.
I wonder why that is, why they don't. Like, you've been married and in relationships. Why don't people do that? It's just the fast-paced life
gets busy, and either like if you don't do like usually couples that end up doing stuff like that together have common interests and activities.
Or they like each other.
Or they like each other.
Spend time together.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I have been in periods of time in relationships where you do that stuff, but the longer the relationship, it seems like the more it comes and goes.
right.
So you get busy or you get tired of each other, or
a good date night is just a night
annoying, or like you have little kids and you just can't, or I don't know. You know what I mean? There's a million excuses or reasons. Like I would enjoy stuff like that. I don't think I would have ever turned it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been like, ugh, do we have to go on a date tonight?
Well, maybe sometimes, because sometimes you hate each other.
That's a good thing to talk about, because Valentine's Day is coming up and mandates are being lifted.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be more people out and about.
Mandates
are being lifted
No.
all over the place.
And sometimes you got to go on a good man date or girl date with your girls.
A woman date.
Yeah.
Are you going to be going on a man date on Valentine's Day, Steve?
No, I'm going to be hanging out with you on Valentine's Day.
You and Mags going for wings on Valentine's Day?
No. That's Monday. We went for lunch today.
Yeah?
Me and Megs. Yeah.
How was that?
We went good. We went to Admiral's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was great.
It was good.
I'm personally right now live on the internet giving Admiral's a 2 thumbs up.
Oh, yeah?
The food there, I've eaten there probably 4 or 5 times now, and I haven't had a bad meal.
Oh.
I had the Admiral burger today, and it was phenomenal.
Oh, so what's on the Admiral burger?
Homemade patty, which was great. And then bacon, cheese, jalapenos, onions, and then they had like their own sauce. And the bun was good. Yeah, it was great.
You know what? I'm surprised that some restaurants around here, like local restaurants, don't serve stuff like moose burgers and stuff like that.
Are you allowed to?
Are you allowed to?
I don't think so.
I don't think you can serve
wild meat.
Wild meat.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Didn't the Hutterite colony get busted for selling?
Well, they were selling. Yeah. Yeah. You can't sell. You can't make profit off of wild meat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I think on our next cooking show, we should make moose burgers. Because I have way too much moose product in my freezer and I need to
I didn't know that.
use it up because my kids won't eat it.
I like it.
Yeah, because you were saying, we were talking about cooking show ideas and you were saying, let's try a smash burger. They're all the rage right now. Mm-hmm. So like, what's the difference between a regular burger and a smash burger?
I think a smash burger is just like a big, thick patty that's been smashed down and then just a bunch of random stuff on it.
That's true. You get it, you put it on the grill, it starts out as a meatball and then you put it on your grill and smash it. So it's not even like a perfect patty.
Oh.
It's like all just
smashed.
Yeah.
And then we could do that. We could make moose smash burgers, but we could each choose our own toppings.
Oh.
Build a moose burger.
And then like our own presentation.
Steve and Andy build a moose burger. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm in.
That'll be the next one.
That'll be tasty.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
Fun. Steve and Andy smash a moose burger. Steve and Andy smash a moose burger. Look for it on our YouTube channel.
I'm getting hungry.
Please subscribe.
So let's talk about that. Our YouTube channel.
Okay.
Or your YouTube channel.
Let's talk about it.
So what there's gonna be some changes to the Steve and Andy show and to the cooking shows and all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue to go live, but then as soon as the live's done, we're gonna take the video off of Facebook and put it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have a link on Facebook where you can click it and go watch the replay on YouTube. So we'll keep doing the lives if people want to come in and out and see what's going on live. But after that, you won't be able to find the video on Facebook itself. You'll have to go to YouTube.
And the reason we're doing that is because we go live still because we love engaging with the people. I love reading the comments and feeling like I'm talking to somebody. Like it's important to me.
Yeah.
To feel like I'm talking to somebody other than you, even though I love you.
Yeah.
I need to be talking to somebody out there, but also to drive traffic to our YouTube channel because that's how we're trying to grow. Right. It's going to help us grow. The more people subscribe and the more people follow and like and share the videos or just watch the videos, it's going to help us grow and get better.
Get better.
Because we already have, in a year, gone from nothing to a pretty good setup.
Yeah.
And we're getting better.
Yep.
We're getting more high profile guests. We're just banging in to the new year.
Right.
Crashing in. So it's all up from here. And we need everybody's help to grow our channel.
And YouTube is a better platform to watch a video on.
Is it?
Yeah. Like it's more that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Right. Like Facebook's kind of clunky. Like you go on the video and if you start and stop it and sometimes it goes to the front or to the back, like it doesn't go to the exact spot where you stopped it, where YouTube's a little more consistent. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the podcasts are still going to be on Spotify.
Podcasts are, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can get all kinds of sick of us.
Or love it.
Listen
to us nonstop.
Okay.
24/7.
So speaking of the YouTube channel, so in the last week we've uploaded some funny little videos from our behind the scenes shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone else thinks it's funny, but I think it's so funny. Like I've been getting in the zone, sitting in my chair, getting my headphones on and just editing our behind the scenes video. Right. Like it's so much fun to watch through it all. I haven't nearly gotten through it all. Like I haven't even gotten to the one with Greg. And when we sat around after and he was doing all the he was doing all the commercial voiceover. Mm-hmm. Those were funny.
Yeah, there's some good stuff there.
Where's that commercial? Let's listen to it.
Yeah.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I drink OG by Vintage Soul Coffee Company. It's fucking smooth.
It sure is, Greg. Indeed. Sure is.
Oh, that sounds way better. I had them on the wrong sides.
Get them all backwards.
Why does it even make a difference though? If you have, like, shouldn't they both be the same? Like, how does that work?
I don't know. There's probably
They're pointed towards your ear holes.
Oh.
there's probably some
So,
sign.
like, those little holes are pointed like to
Yeah.
the outside of your ears and not in.
Makes sense because it sounds totally different now.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Sorry,
Like, why do you have to keep moving stuff?
I don't know.
This rosé is really good.
That's kind of good. I want some more, please. Please, may I have some more, please?
Please,
Some more,
sir, can I have some more?
Please, sir. I'm excited about that moose burger now.
Smash and moose.
Sick a moose.
Okay, there we go.
Have you ever tried to tried to load a moose after it's been hunted and
Nope.
shot? Oh my goodness, are they heavy? I was at work one day, and Brett Chelsberg and his dad were hunting just a couple miles south of town. And he phones me up. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Not much. What's up?" He's like, "Well, just shot a moose out in the field, and we're having a tough time getting it loaded. You mind giving us a hand?" I'm like, "Sure." And then Les heard this, my boss. He's like, "Well, take the hook up to the trailer and take it out there." So I hook up to the trailer and I rip it out there. And I've never seen two guys more happy in their lives to see me with a trailer, because they were trying to get it into the back of the truck,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And this is like I don't know how much a moose weighs.
Did you have a winch on the
600
trailer?
pounds? No.
Oh.
But the trailer's low to the ground, right? So you just got to get it up and then
Slide it
pull.
on.
But they are heavy. That's why they do so much damage when you hit them on the road.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever hit anything?
I have hit, no, but one time I was driving home from Regina, and north of Nacum, there's those curves, and it kind of curves back to the west, and then it
Okay.
goes back north. I was ripping around them, and I was listening to a Rider game, and I'm ripping along, and the Riders got scored on, so I went like, son of a bitch, and I look over to the side, and I see a moose coming out of the ditch right at my window. And it got like from here to the wall away from the truck, and it turned straight sideways and ran alongside the truck and then back down into the ditch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was coming right at me, and for the last second, that was a smart moose. Most moose would have been. But yeah, I've been in vehicles when they've hit deer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't do any damage, like in a big half ton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hit a lot of deer between age 20 and 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I lived out in like Porcupine area.
Yeah.
So I was always on the back roads to work all the time. And those roads the highways out there, they're wildlife, trees. Yeah. I've hit a lot of deer bounce off my, started in high school. We used to take my mom and dad's minivan every weekend to party somewhere. So a bunch of girls and I, well, not even girls. There was a bunch of us. Nathan was with us. We headed to Hudson Bay for a party. And we were coming back middle of winter, like this time of year. No cell phones back then. Just frigid cold. We're all just wasted except the driver. And it was the driver's birthday. And she wasn't even supposed to be the sober driver, but she ended up being the sober driver.
Yeah.
So we're driving back and we're driving along this minivan, and all of a sudden, thud, a deer hits the side of the van.
That'd be scary.
And my buddy Shara was like passed out, laying with her head, looking out the window.
Just seeing the
and
carnage.
just barfed everywhere. And she said the deer looked her straight in the eyes.
Oh my goodness.
So we survived. The deer just bounced off and we kept driving. So we get home. She drops everybody off. We get home. My best friend, Shara, stayed overnight that night. Next day, Dad makes us get up to go to church. So we did not want to go to church, but Shara lives on the way into church anyways. So
Right.
she's that much closer to home then. So we get outside to get in the van to go to church. And there's deer hair all over the side of the van and like stuck in the door handles and
my
like all
goodness.
over the back window. And Dad's like, what the hell? And I was like, oh yeah, like we hit a deer last night, but it didn't look like there was any damage. Like there was no damage really. I don't know how. It just like slid off the van.
Wow.
So he's like, okay, whatever. So he opens the sliding side door to let Shara in the van, and a bottle of lemon gin comes rolling out from under the front seat. And Dad's like, what the hell? And then he looks on the seat and there's gum smeared everywhere. Shara had gum all over her ass and smeared all over the seat. Oh, it was a crazy night. It was a good night. We got in trouble though, big time.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Garth wouldn't like that.
No. We had a lot of good times with that minivan.
Yeah, there was a lot of minivans back in the 90s and 2000s. Everybody had one of those.
Everybody rocked a minivan.
Like a caravan with the wood paneling on the side.
Yep.
Everybody had one of those.
We had a maroon, I think it was a caravan.
Yeah.
I remember when they first came out, when like the rich people were getting minivans.
Yeah. Was that the thing?
Well, yeah. Like,
because weren't they economy? Like they were the economy way to haul around a bunch of people?
yeah, but I don't mean rich people. I mean like rich Mestatum people.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, my grandparents, my mom's mom and dad, they had a minivan.
Yeah.
And it had wood grain paneling in the front.
Fancy.
Yeah, and I just thought, oh wow, this is
We're big timing it in the Statum. The side sliding door.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't
yeah.
mean to brag or anything.
Yeah.
My grandparents have a minivan.
With wood paneling.
I've had a lot of fun in minivans.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What kind?
Just on like Ranger ball trips.
Oh.
Back that couple years I played.
Oh.
Because we always took there's two minivans. Pat Brown had a minivan and Miles Zimmer, like Rolly and Gwen had a minivan.
Yeah.
So they were always driving. And yeah, it was funny. Those sliding doors coming to, because you always like, you pass each other. And then you open the sliding door, and there'd be some shenanigans going on.
What kind of shenanigans?
Like mooning and stuff like that.
Oh, mooning.
Yeah.
You guys used to open the sliding door on the middle of the highway?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. I remember my Auntie Terry's
And bottles.
two-tone blue Astro van. And that was back, well, it was in the 80s, but it wasn't really a thing to strap kids into seatbelts back then.
Yeah.
So we'd go on a long road trip camping or to visit Auntie in Alberta or something. And I remember making a bed in the back of that minivan, like fold those seats down and making a big bed back there. And that's where like all 6 of us kids traveled. It was fun. Or the station wagon. We had a station wagon when I was growing up, and we would always do that. Make a big bed in the back and go for a road trip.
Yes.
That's how kids traveled.
Yeah,
it was the best.
It went from station wagons to vans. Like that was the step up.
Yeah.
You knew you were getting classy.
Some of my earliest memories are in the back of that station wagon going to, like, we'd make a bed back there, and a bunch of us, or not a bunch of us, our family,
Right.
mom and dad and the kids would come to Tisdale to go to the drive-in theater.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd have a little bed in the back.
We were me and Les at work today were just talking about drive-in theaters.
Yeah.
And because
That's totally up your alley.
oh man,
Yeah.
that would have
you
been so
love
fun.
that.
Because he's like 50, early 50s. So he was telling me about the days when, and Tisdale had a theater, Melford had a theater, and there would be like 4 movies. It would be from dusk till dawn. There would be a movie.
Really?
Yeah. So it'd be like 4 movies, quadruple feature. And everybody's sneaking beers and
Yeah.
stuff. And it was just like everybody was partying
That
and
would be so much
watching movies.
fun.
And then after the movies, they'd all go to where Daymar is now. There used to be a little 24-hour restaurant there. The only 24-hour restaurant, I think, he said, between Yorkton and North Battleford. So it was always busy, especially after those 4 features or triple features. And people, it was just, people had fun. They just went out and nobody cared.
Yeah.
Well, and then all of a sudden he said the cops started cracking down on that. And, they figured out that the kids were
Drinking.
Yeah, having more fun than they should be, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, the cops ruin everything.
Yeah, don't they?
Yeah. Are they doing anything about this protest? What's going on with the protest?
Yeah, I've kind of been keeping up.
Have you been keeping
A
tabs?
little bit. Yeah, back in, was it 2 weeks ago? It started out in BC, and all the truckers drove across the country, and all through the provinces, more and more people joined them, and they were going, and now they're in Ottawa, and their whole thing is they're occupying Ottawa until the government gets rid of vaccine mandates and or Justin Trudeau resigns. Just what the one guy said. So, and of course, 2 days before they get there, Trudeau comes down with COVID.
Yeah.
And then he took off for like a week and a half to an undisclosed location to deal with his COVID. And now I think he's back in Ottawa, but he refuses to meet with these truckers.
Yeah.
So now you got people saying, well, just meet with the truckers and things will be okay. And then everybody from Ottawa saying, just leave, right? You've proved your point. I think the Conservative government has said, hey, you guys should maybe leave now. You've proved your point and we'll fight for you.
Yeah.
So they've talked to the government and said, okay, you got to come up with a plan of when you're going to get rid of these mandates. Like there's got to be some type of plan. They just can't go on forever.
Yeah.
Right. The provinces are starting to do it. So the convoy has been effective because since it's happened, Saskatchewan's got rid of their mandates.
Yeah.
Or made a plan.
But you don't think that would have been coming?
I don't think it would have happened as fast. And then Alberta, I was thinking that the mandates would be gone by late spring, early summer. I think this sped it up. So,
Everybody and their dog has COVID right now, just saying.
Right, but nobody's dying and getting,
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think not everybody, but I think a lot of people on both sides of the fence are in agreement that it's time to start moving on with
And that's
things.
That's what Mo and some of these politicians are saying now. They're saying, okay, COVID's here, but we know that it's not as severe as the previous two variants. We've got to learn to live with it instead of be afraid of it.
Okay, so things open back up and everything's freaking normal again. Do you think everything's going to go back to the way it was, or do you think things are going to change in any way in regards to people being social? Because that's what we've been talking about tonight, right? Like things that are fun, things we like to do, things that we miss.
I don't think it's going to be a light switch where it's just going to go click back to the way it was. Because I think there's a segment of the population that is still going to be, very cautious about getting it or scared of getting it. So there's going to be some tension and animosity maybe, and people, where we haven't seen the anti-vaxxers, we haven't seen them out in public. Well, they're going to be able to come out in public next week, and I think you're going to start to see people.
Well, they've always been allowed in public.
Well, not in restaurants and bars and, to some people's houses and stuff like that, right? So I think now you're going to see the ones that are scared of getting the virus maybe be a little bit more antisocial.
A little more scared of getting the virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but eventually.
Angela says, I don't think we should give the truckers all the credit. I think the mandates were due to come to an end anyways.
Right. And I think they were going to come to an end. But my point there was, I think it sped it up.
Yeah.
I think it sped up the time frame. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hooray for that.
Yeah. I'm happy.
I'm happy too.
I hated wearing masks and.
It's just such a culmination of, like you said, misery, like at this time of year after 2 years. Like it's coming up on March is 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years of it. And just the animosity that it's caused between so many people that's why I'm hoping that this will just like smooth things over with a lot of people and put people less on the defensive towards each other. So we can get back to community.
Yeah, like get everybody their friend groups back together that maybe there was some tension because of this, or even families.
Families.
Let's get the families
Yeah.
back. You only got one family.
Yeah.
You can't be fighting over politics or, you think you're killing grandma and grandpa because you're coming over to hug them and stuff like that. Like, you got to get back together with your family and show some love and support and put this behind us.
Yeah. But also, I would like a social life.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. Like, it's lonely. I know a lot of people that are lonely.
Yeah.
Single or not single. It's a lonely time to be alive right now.
Yeah.
I feel like. So I would like to get back to, Angela says, I feel for the young people like your ages and under because they're missing out on a lot of memories. Yeah.
Right.
Like, there's so many things we have not been able to do. And it's always been my fear that people will lose the ability to make those connections.
Yeah, like some of the things you look forward to every year, like street dance and rodeos
so much
and
fun
cabarets and briar patches and gray cups and, the things that are a lot of fun.
I'll be happy for the high school kids. Like, Amanda has a kid graduating this year. Like, they get to hopefully have a normal grad this year, you know? Like, weddings and like so many things that have just been like wet blanketed on, which I'm not saying they shouldn't have been. I mean, public health is public health. It is what it is. But I'm just saying at this point, if we are able to move on from that, let's embrace that and just be so happy about it and not fuck around. Like, let's go out and have a good time if we can.
Humans are social creatures.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Even the most introverted of introverts that doesn't like people yearns for human connection.
Some kind of a connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Whether it's a hug or a laugh.
I'm looking forward to making a lot of connections.
Yes. Okay. All right.
It's kind of my thing. So what do you want to accomplish this year? We've kind of talked about a few goals for the podcast.
Yeah.
And we had those goals and we struck them off right away. We wanted to do a fundraiser. We talked about that for months.
Yep.
FUN, fundraiser.
Fun.
And we wanted to get Quick Dick McDick. Talked about that. I've talked about that since the beginning.
Right.
And we're doing both those things this month. So what's next?
I think just continue, with the podcast, I think just continuing getting guests, getting good guests, getting just a bunch of different kinds of people on.
Mm-hmm. But we talked about going on the road too.
Yeah.
Like doing a couple on location things or a road trip type of thing. Actually, Steve and I both have the same week off work and we're talking about doing a Value Village run. Because I don't know if you don't believe me or if you do believe me and you're excited about it, but I find the best shit at Value Village.
Yeah.
Like the best. So Steve wants me to go outfit him. Are you looking to change your
My style? A little bit? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So do you think like you're going to get in there and because there's everything in there. So are you going to kind of see what calls your name or?
I might need your help with that.
Yeah.
I want to mature, like level up a little bit in my style.
Oh, okay. So what are you leaning towards?
Like maybe not go full Scott Yonke, but maybe like half of the way there. Maybe you get some jackets, maybe some nice pants, maybe some button-up shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe do some layering.
Business casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you wear to work?
I just wear golf shirts and jeans. Yeah.
Is that what everybody wears there?
Or bunny hugs.
Really?
Long sleeve t-shirts.
See, I love having a job to dress up for now.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much fun. After we went to Value Village, we took a caravan of women to Value Village last week.
A convoy.
We were in there. We were all in there for almost 2 hours, and nobody saw each other the whole time.
No, I know. I followed you there, and we parked, and then I'm walking into Value Village, and Andrea's walking in. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot we followed you here.
They were literally right behind us on the highway the whole way. So we all get in there, and everybody just scatters to do their own thing in Value Village because it's huge, and everybody's got like different style and different sizes and whatever. So you're all over the place. And it was I was in there for an hour and I was thinking, I haven't seen anybody yet. And then I ran into Kayla and we were kind of doing some swaps and talking about what we found. And I didn't see Amanda till bitter end when she was ready to hit the till. And how much stuff did you come out of there with? Did you find much?
I think I spent about $140, just like one red bag. And
One red bag?
Yeah, like one of their red bags.
Oh, a red bag full of stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, you bought a red purse for 140?
No,
At Value Village?
no, the value.
You got screwed.
Yeah, like what?
I wouldn't put it past Value Village. Though.
Yeah. And markup.
I spent $250, but I got,
You got a shitload of stuff.
a coat, a dress, 2 pairs of shoes, 8 pairs of pants, 2 cardigans, 8 sweaters. I think that was it.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's a whole new wardrobe.
It is. And so I've been showing the girls, I've been having the girls at work, I've been having a fashion show all week long. They just love to see my new Valley Village finds.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really into fashion too. Like the woman I work with all day long, she's got the best style ever. She's just turned 50 this year and she's got amazing style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking
And
about.
the principal, Mrs. Messer, she's all about
Yeah, she's got good
fashion.
style.
She loves fashion.
Yeah.
So it's fun. I enjoy dressing
Well,
up
even
for
the
work.
even the fellas in like Dave and Dallas.
They're
Yeah.
always dressed up. They always look good. And 9 times out of 10, they're matching each other.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. I just love it. Like a lot of people have been asking me lately how I like my new job.
Yeah, you do. I think you
I do.
genuinely enjoy it.
I really do. I love it. I love working there. I love the people I work with.
Mm-hmm.
I love what I'm doing. Like I get to do fun stuff like the newsletter and social media and just talking to kids all day. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's stuff I love doing. So I was talking to Dad at the rink the other night. I hardly see him anymore.
I probably see him more than you.
You probably talk to him more than I do. But he's always curious if I am happy.
Oh, okay.
But am I happy in my job?
Good dad thing to.
He always asks, how are you liking your job? Because I think he's just happy that I have a solid, steady job I'm not an entrepreneur. I have a steady paycheck. I got benefits. Like
Less stress.
very Garth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, actually, I really like it. I really enjoy my job. I enjoy getting up every day and going to work. And his face just lit up and he was just like, well, that's good news. He's like, you can't ask for any more than that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Dad, you can't.
You
No,
made your dad proud of you.
life is pretty good. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's fun.
Good stuff. Yeah, and you still get summers off.
I know.
Isn't that crazy? You love your
know.
job and you get summers off.
And I get a week off in February and I get 2 weeks off in December and I get a week off in April.
Man, I want that job.
Yeah.
If they're hiring.
It's like the perfect
Carmen.
job for me. Like, remember how
Let's
I
interview.
said last summer was the best summer of my life?
Yeah.
I think this summer is going to be the new best summer of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to have the summer off. I'm going to be having a good time.
Yeah.
I might go on the road and do videos myself when you're stuck at work.
Maybe like TMSS needs a hype man.
I am their hype man.
Oh, you're the hype man?
Yeah.
Like you get on the speaker and you're like, "Are you ready, TMSS?"
Well, no, but
You said you've been playing.
yeah, so I've been easing myself into it because when I first started, like I have to say the O Canada announcement every morning. Welcome to Treaty 6 territory, homeland of Métis, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Please rise for O Canada. And then I play O Canada. But then the odd time I'll play like a little clip of a song after or something.
Yeah.
And yesterday I got to play music at every break because it was Decades Day, like Blast from the Past
Oh
Day.
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So I was playing all the old rock and stuff like that. Everybody's just loving it. Like there's glass lining the office. So you get to see everybody walking around out there. Teachers are coming down going like this. Students are walking by. They're just loving it. I got home from work the other day and Jet's like, "Hey Mom, sick beats today."
Okay, so that brings up.
But everybody's so happy they're asking for it all the time now.
I think, Dave, if you're listening or watching,
I told Dave about this.
we should, if we're looking for Impact Mobile music employees, it sounds like Andy's having a lot of fun DJing.
I'm having fun DJing at school. I would not enjoy DJing at
A wedding?
a wedding, I don't think, where I'm stuck behind.
But if you
The
don't
DJ
know the
booth?
people, it's fun. Even when you know the people.
I know, but it's late nights.
But you're
And then you're going home alone.
it's not late nights. You're making money. And it's fun. You're bringing the fun to the party.
Yeah.
Like what the next, the library of songs that you decide to play on a night will
Do you ever buckle
determine-
under the pressure? Do you ever feel it's too much pressure about that? Or do you
Every
have
once in a while.
or do you have like a solid?
I like when I'm experimental with different songs and
Oh, yeah.
and they hit,
Oh yeah.
right? Like you're playing a song.
What were you surprised by? Give
Well,
me an
just like 'cause
example.
at DJs, there's kind of a playbook, right? Like of songs that work at weddings.
I think a lot of DJs need to update that playbook.
Right. But when you know what, tonight I'm going to be experimental and I'm going to try this song. And it hits and it literally brings everybody to their feet and they start dancing because you played this random song that you've never played before at a wedding or anywhere. Those are magical moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Oh, her stuff's still here.
Oh. Yeah, so you tried to talk me into the DJ thing, but I'm not having it. I'm not I don't think I would like to actually come along with you
Yeah.
to one wedding. I'd like to come to a wedding
Okay.
and observe what actually
The
I would be
process.
getting myself into
Yeah.
from start to finish. And then I might think about it because it actually does sound kind of fun.
Yeah.
It might be a good way to meet a date.
It's tough because you're behind. The thing about the DJ is you're behind all the lights, right? So they really can't see you.
Oh, they'd be seeing me.
But you'd have a spotlight on you as you're DJing.
Hi.
Look at me. But you do meet people when they come up and request songs. Like I right at the start of the thing, I always say I'm very easygoing and a social DJ. Come up, request songs.
Have you ever had people that you just can't get rid of that you wish you could?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
like when they
Is it like a drunk uncle or what?
like when they keep requesting shitty songs that you know are gonna just like clear the dance floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's a common song people request that you don't want to play?
Well, just like I don't like old country that you can't dance to.
Oh, speaking of old country they can't dance to, Garth Brooks, The Hits.
Whoa, that tape is filled with nothing but gold when it comes to weddings. Rachel Carrick's wedding. She's the biggest Garth Brooks fan.
Oh yeah?
And I think I played like 12 Garth Brooks songs at that wedding, and the dance floor was full.
This
every
tape
single
is
time.
so worn out I can't even read what's on it. Okay. Standing outside the fire.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the first memory that comes to your mind when you hear Standing Outside the Fire? Do you have a memory that goes to that song?
That video was pretty powerful.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Wasn't it about the kid that was got like special needs and he was getting picked on at school?
Is it? I never
Yeah,
watched
it is.
I never
We were
watched
talking
the
to
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like a fire at this. I don't know if does he start the fire or or the brother or something like that.
Remember what
I
happens.
forget.
That's from old CMT.
Yeah. I don't know what does it remind you of?
Oh, it's like the first Birkdale pit party I ever went to, probably. And they were playing that song and I was standing outside a fire.
Yeah.
And I was thinking how ironic it is that they're playing Standing Outside the Fire and I'm
outside
standing
the fire.
outside the fire.
One of the best intros to a song ever.
In that song?
Just that ding, 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 ding. That's so when you hear that, you know exactly what it is.
Oh, it's hard to read.
It's a bop.
We shall be free now. Oh, Shameless.
Oh, you should-
Shameless. Did you ever make out to that song?
Oh, shameless. No, I'm too old to. When
You're younger than me, and I've made out to that song.
sorry, I'm too young. That's what I was gonna say. I'm too young. By the time I got to high school,
Shameless?
Garth Brooks wasn't cool anymore.
Okay.
He was going through his what was his name? His weird name?
Oh. Yeah,
Chris.
Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines.
He was in his Chris Gaines.
His alter ego.
Yeah,
his
when-
Beyonce / Sasha Fierce.
Yeah. That's when I was in high
A
school.
lot of artists go by an alter ego. Remember how many times Prince changed his
Yeah.
fucking thing? Changed it to a symbol once. How inconvenient.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Who are you going to see?
The symbol formerly known as Prince.
Symbol guy. Squiggly line, swoop, and straight line.
Yeah. Okay, the dance.
That's classic.
Does that still get requested at weddings?
Rachel Carrick's wedding, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That song has a lot of significance.
To you?
Yeah. That was the first time that.
Are you gonna cry right now?
No.
It's the first time that.
No, when I was young. when I was young, Garth Brooks.
Steve lost his virginity to that song.
No, God, no. I was like 8 when this came out. I was like 10. But I remember that's when I started liking girls.
Pretty much close. Yeah.
Yeah, like 8, 9,
Really?
10.
What
is-
song was that again?
We were at this girl's,
Shame. No.
like the whole album. The whole album.
The dance.
Yeah, the dance.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember like the first girl that you were like, oh yeah, I need that?
I remember the first girl that I liked.
Okay. Who
Like,
was it?
I can't tell.
She's not watching, I guarantee.
Maybe.
Well, if she is, who
I
you're
was young. I was so young.
37.
Yeah, her name was Megan.
Okay.
I'll tell you that. Yeah.
And what did you like about her?
I just thought she was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And cool. She was cool.
So, what is a young boy like? Does a young boy obsess about a girl like a young girl obsesses about boys?
Yes.
Like you lay in your bed at night and think about that person and
Yep.
imagine your future together.
Not at that young of an age. You just think this chick's cool and I like her. Right? And it's weird. It's kind of like, and then the older you get, then you start, there's that one girl that starts it, but as you get older, you're like, oh, and then there's
It's
these,
all girls.
there's these other couple girls that I could also, like there. I see something.
There's
in them
always
too.
another one.
Right.
Yeah. There's no end
As you
to
get
them.
older, there's because I think you find the attractiveness or of their personality or physically in different kinds of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find different things attractive about different
people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, has it ever blown your mind the difference between some of the people you've dated?
Yes.
Like, I've dated all kinds of different people.
Yeah.
No one good yet, though.
No one good.
Just
yet. Is there a
kidding.
pattern there?
Maybe a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to read this. Friends in low places.
The anthem of small town
Does
Saskatchewan.
that get requested?
Yes.
Is that like a common DJ wedding
Yeah.
song?
That one. Yeah. for
You
sure.
always play that one.
Not always.
Do you play it
but it's
like around
common, though.
midnight lunch? Like right after
Yep.
midnight lunch?
That's a good time to play it.
See, I'd be a good DJ.
Yeah. That's a great time because it's still, it's kind of slower. You're not getting into the bangers yet, but you want to get everybody back up onto the dance floor.
I honestly can't even. Oh. Unanswered Prayers. How do you feel about that song? Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers.
Some of God's greatest gifts. Yeah, that's a good song.
I can play that on the
An
piano.
unanswered prayer.
But how do you feel about that philosophy? Do you believe
Some of
that?
God's greatest gift are unanswered prayers.
Because have you ever really
Oh, yes.
thought
'cause
you
you're-
really
Yep. Mm-hmm.
wanted something, or you really wanted something to work out, or you really thought something was the shit and you were like banking on it and that was
You're
it?
like, God, please make this happen.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
it didn't happen. And then it turned out to be such a good thing
Yes.
that didn't happen.
Yep.
Can you give me an example?
No, but I know what you're talking about. Like in the moment, you're so emotional and
Yeah.
you want this thing to happen so bad, and it's
Yeah.
the only thing you think of.
Yeah.
And you're like, God, please make that happen. But then after you think about it for a while and time goes on, it becomes less significant
Yeah.
that actually did happen. And sometimes it's better that it didn't because something else came.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, into your life. And that goes for a lot of things. I don't think you can pinpoint into one thing. It could be relationships. It could be
Career.
It could be like your family or your loved ones.
Actually, I was just talking about that today with career, because there's another admin assistant job that came up in the school division.
Right.
And they were joking around about not wanting me to apply for it. And I was like, yeah, because it'd be a pain in the ass to train somebody else, right?
Yeah.
But they were talking about how, they enjoy me there, and it was good. And I was saying how much I like.
Doesn't that make you feel good?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But where I'm going with it was I told her the story about when I got hired. I actually was offered that job and a different job at the same time, and I had to make that choice. And the one job I really thought was more suited to me, would make me happier. It had more room for growth, all these things. But I ended up choosing the job that I chose.
Right.
And now I'm so happy at that job. So I always, whenever I drive by that other business, I wonder to myself, I'm like, I wonder what it would have been like if I had taken that job.
Yeah.
But like life, you'll never know.
No.
But it might be one of the unanswered
could have been
prayers.
miserable.
Yeah.
Right?
I might have been miserable.
Like you're happy now and you're content.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Forks in the road. Crossroads.
Life is full of forks.
Oh man, at every turn.
Every day. And sometimes multiple forks.
Yeah.
Like not just two paths, but sometimes it could be 3 or 4.
But that's opportunity. Opportunity is always knocking, just like we were talking about with dates. There's always a next one
Well, maybe for you.
coming. Okay, so we were talking at work the other day because there's some single people at work. So we're talking about Tinder profiles. And I want to take over somebody at work's Tinder. I want to build them a Tinder profile. And be in charge of it. And I said that I had mentioned that to you too. Like, I want to be in charge of your Tinder profile and just be catfishing these people. And like, I'll be the one talking, but it's you. It's pictures of you.
Then we'll have weekly updates.
Yeah. And what dates I have lined up for Steve. And then I'll be hiding in the bushes, like filming it all. Be part of the reality series.
Oh God. Just imagine.
Just wait. Someday we're gonna blow up, and you're gonna be beating them off with a stick.
It'll be a little stick. It won't take much. Yeah. That's funny.
All right. Well,
Okay. That was good
we haven't done it in a while.
yeah.
Still got it.
Still got it.
Attaboy.
Lots of fun.
Okay.
All right, everybody. See you next time. Ooh. See you next week. After.
Monday.
Yeah.
Check us out Monday night
Go
on our YouTube channel.
YouTube, Quick Dick McDick coming up. Valentine's Day.
That's where I should have played.
Bye, everybody.
Official.